Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him.
Really?
No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka
positive?
Corporation payroll. Can you spare me a few moments? I have something I want to get off my chest. I want to tell you about one of our workers. His name was Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago.
Am I just not going to look at you this whole time?
According to his crew chief, always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. Very well. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof.
Wow.
If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
I don't want to, but I'm going to.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace?
Maybe.
That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Farewell.
Damn it, woman, we just had this discussion!
How can I help?
I would really like, apparently, according to this sentence here, I would really like to know more about you. Could we maybe have a chat?
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Cup size.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to. Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought.
I like how we're having this conversation from across the room with somebody in between
I
us.
must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
I like that, all just screaming across the room. So you're not allowed to love? What? I didn't hear you repeat that. So you're not allowed to love? Yeah. No. No, not. No, if I heard you correctly.
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
My mission is to bang you softly. Alright. Oh, now you come over here. Oh, that's good. That's good. We've gotta find someone to actually buy this shit.
How can I help?
No, I don't.
Then I...
La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes.
Whoa, that camera angle.
Kuya mi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes.
I agree.
Just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. Jawana bota ayuha tahunga jakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bungwalia gando do nado chuchut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo boda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hodonga chikon kabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Oh, you know I can do it.
Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Ninja mira rabes. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chikon kabi. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok. Kuyami just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. La boda ni winki smak toma.
Alright. We have our other option. to continue to be ballers. Swoop radio station. Oh, dear God, why?
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
And I'll give you a reward. It's called my sword. In and around your face.
What can I do?
All the stuns.
Yes.
Oh boy! He's still stunned. That just sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if this is necessary against him, but we're gonna do it anyway. Bum, bum, da, da, dum, dum, da, 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 dum, da, you got owned. Alright, nice dueling shield, crystal, diamond, and a data pad. Short lightsaber. Oh, she. That's what I needed too. Thanks for that.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's
Gandalf?
been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like. But I was back on Taris. It seems like a long time. I'm not sure what I have that you would be interested in. I'm just an old swoop jock that doesn't have the head for it anymore. Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name. Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Always look forward to going back.
Too soon.
I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
This guy is high as hell.
A woman? I never won on Taris, but it was almost the first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't
Well,
matter.
that was
You can't ask
sounded
for
kind
more
of
certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone. Oh well, past my prime by any measure. I started late too, not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young. It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass. I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady. She's smart too. I don't know.
One of these, like,
but I've been watching Nico.
random
could
quips.
see someone doing it for the love of the race. I don't know, but some people just have something that lets the bike take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. That's an old track tale, you know. when the wind decides to stop fighting. I used to have that. Not anymore. Oh, well. All right. Ask me again in a few years, and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy.
What?
Keep saying, yep.
Okay.
It's not that hard to understand if you listen.
Alright. Sure.
Well, a fresh face
Holy
to the game.
crap! That could have been us!
My name is Furko.
It's the same
Nellis.
frickin'
My
face!
wife is Bazak. I'm sure, really. Oh.
Zach is Bazak. Droid chop! Yukalaka!
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it. $5,000 credits. Oh man. Alright. I've got two options here. I force persuade, but I don't know. Anyway.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Ukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. I am not dangerous, you bucket of bolts. That is, a restraining bolt is standard procedure to prevent a droid from wandering off, as you should know. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so. Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities.
Really?
I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased.
Aggressive bargaining activated!
Treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic.
Which I was already doing.
Subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. Aggressive bargaining activate.
And if the...
Haha! Okay, all sorts of expensive shit. That I don't really need.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary...
If you guys have never played this game...
My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
And you like some dark humor... then you are in for a treat.